When we communicate the message of purity, what we're talking about is how to truly love.
Am I going to be happy in 50 years if I know all I've been doing is focusing on myself? No, I'm going to be alone.
The world right now is being fed so many lies that are twisted around selfishness.
We're called to more. We're called to more than just to fend for ourselves.
People need to hear the truth about sexuality and how, you know, what a gift their purity is, and that's our mission.
There's a sense of being countercultural for the right reason.
The Goretti Group started in August of 2003, and it started with the idea that people needed to come together as a community to help promote the message of pure love.
If true love always desires to make a permanent gift of itself, where would true love naturally fulfill itself? In what lifelong relationship? And marriage, right. Who in here wants to be married someday?
That's why you say I do. It's a big deal because it's a promise you make for the rest of your life. Not only is it words, but that night, on your wedding night, you go have sex, right? But sex isn't just something random you do. It's the physical promise. It's saying, I promise to give myself to you forever, physically. Hence why it's for husbands and wives and not any random person. Otherwise, you're lying to the person, right? Promise to give myself to you forever. Peace out. That's a lie, right?
I lost my heart. I lost my soul. I lost my innocence. I lost the good qualities that I had. And most importantly, I lost my purity.
I felt really hard, and I saw how much it really killed me and it really hurt me and brought a lot of brokenness and pain into my life. And I'm here because I want to look out for people's soul, and I don't want to see them go through what I went through.
A lot of the sexual experiences that people have are needless heartache that leads to broken relationships and broken families. We are people that are interested in living chastity, living purity, and spreading it to other people.
The Goretti Group is a chastity-speaking organization that really is dedicated to the principles that we are called to give ourselves as a gift, and it really focuses on purity. Purity is the way in which we're able to live our lives truly as a gift in the way that God designed it. And the Goretti Group wants to foster this through education, but more importantly, in helping to form individuals to truly be Christ-like, to live this out, and to go and share this with the world.
Our Speakers Bureau consists of people from different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different ages, different experiences, and the goal there is every single person who is a speaker will have a different experience that will unite specifically to somebody in the audience. So the greater diversity we have in our Speakers Bureau, the more people we're able to reach. We deliver talks to a variety of different ages. We speak to the youth, we speak to the young adults, we speak to parents, we speak to women's groups, universities, and all of these different talks are related to the relationships we have between men and women. It might be a modesty talk, a theology of the body talk, a talk on the evils of pornography, a talk on sexual abuse. But the point is that we are getting out the message of life and of love. Our main office is in sunny San Diego, where we also have our annual speakers training. We have an office there in Little Italy. Our Lady of the Rosary Parish has been generous enough to allow us the use of their office space. We also have an outreach in Hollywood where the Holy Cross Family Ministries and Family Theater has allowed us to meet. And the goal there is to match the beautiful message of chastity with the up-and-coming actors in Hollywood to help them sort of have a moral compass, as well as help them to develop chastity talks so that they can go out and make a greater impact in society. Every year we do a formal speakers training. In addition to that, we like to provide ongoing training. We have a meeting called the Chase Masters meeting. It's modeled after Toastmasters, which is a professional organization that helps people to public speak. We take their model and we have a focus of chastity. So we bring peers together and they help each other to grow by sharing similar experiences. We understand the importance of reaching out to the entire community so that it's not just a message that's coming from my friend or my mom or my dad or my teacher. It's coming from all different directions, because guess what? The message of anti-love is coming from every direction as well.
Who wants a guy that respects women? Who wants a guy that respects himself? Well, guess what? Guys want a girl that respects themselves, and guys want a girl that respects men. Guys, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just saying, we gotta strive. Well, think about what you want, and don't settle for less. Don't ever think that you can't get the guy that you want, all those qualities and guarantees out there, but you gotta be who you were made to be in order to get who you were made for. Does that make sense? So, yeah, give yourselves a round of applause.
I think most parents really appreciate our support because they've already explained to their children in many cases the truth about love and the truth about sex. Sometimes as a teenager, as a young person, the parent can be, seen as a little bit archaic. But then a young person comes in and gives the same exact message, and that's reinforced. And that gives their parents even more credibility.
Sex is pushed in our face more than ever. But in fact, we're not oversexed. We're underloved. And sex is supposed to express what love is. It's one great way in which we're called to love. And our sexuality is what we're called to live this out. Catechism 2332 says that sexuality affects all aspects of the human person. It especially affects our affectivity, our emotions, our ability to love and to procreate, and in a more general way, the ability to form bonds of communion with others.
We really looked for a saint that the church held up with the virtue of chastity, and Saint Maria Goretti is the patron saint of chastity. She was a 12-year-old saint, lived in Italy, and there was a man in her household who was actually addicted to pornography. He began to lust after her. And so he would make pass at her, and she would say no out of love for him and out of love for God. And one day he became so enraged with her rejection of him that he took out a knife and he gave her a choice. He said, "Look, lay down with me or die." And so in that split second, she had to either lay down with him and give in, which obviously would have been an understanding thing with a knife in your face, or have the incredible courage, the almost supernatural courage, to say no and to actually give her life. Maria was praying for Alessandro as he was murdering her. And that's where we get our motto, purity at all costs. She gave her life for purity. We know that we might not be asked to physically die, but we're certainly asked to die to ourselves in our daily lives, with the peer pressure or the pressure within our relationships, in order to really give ourselves in love. The Goretti Group is a nonprofit organization. We are primarily donor supported. This is a work of God, and it cannot continue without the loving, prayerful support as well as the financial support of the family of God. Our goal is to heal the culture and to build the culture of life through presenting the message of chastity.